good morning, everyone. I want to first acknowledge my guest on this table here, and I think I will start with Miss Makra Okupo. This lady, I just told her about this peace conference, and she just jumped on the plane. That's the best way I can explain it. She just jumped into the plane and come. She works for the United States State Department, in the health sector. She's not a small fry. As you can see that she can just jump overnight and come. But she said, Marie, this is important. I will support you, and I want to show support and solidarity to the Gambia. She's from Liberia, Ghana, but she was raised all her life in the United States, and she works for the state. So if someone like that can leave everything, and if you look online right now and see tickets to the Gambia for 3 days, you're talking about over $2,000 for a 3-day flight. She came on Thursday, she's leaving tomorrow, just to be here. So we want to really applaud her and thank her for being here with us today.
Okay, NYC, one of our key mandates is to implement programs for young people in this country. We also monitor their programs, and we also advise the government on youth matters. So I believe this peace conference is a very important initiative, and I want to thank AfriCare for coming up with such initiative.
To make it very clear, this program is not here to judge or to know who is who, or to make direction that who is right or who is wrong. We call everybody here to know what is peace and how can we build that. How can we all be peace ambassadors?
Peace does not mean an absence of conflict. Differences will always be there wherever we go. In our personal life, in our business lives, differences will always be there. Peace means solving these differences through through dialogues, through education, through knowledge, and through human ways. This is from Dalai Lama the 14th.
On Christmas Eve 1989, Charles Taylor, fresh from guerrilla training in Muammar Gaddafi's Libya, entered Liberia from the north with around 100 other rebels. What started as a mission to overthrow the brutal regime of President Samuel Doe would turn into a prolonged conflict between a cacophony of warring factions.
But today, I'm so proud of all of you sitting out here. You may feel that I don't count for anything, but by you, that you've been here today and on the panel, you do count. Don't look at yourself as an ordinary person. My message to you is very simple today. You are all extraordinary. In the eyes of God, you are all leaders. As Maria has come back from where she came from, today she's a leader. She's leading by examples.
Make one point clear, that Gambia for 5 years and peace building does not exist because, or does not exist to counter 3 years Jotna. That we are not being backed by the government of the day, the least to say the President of the Republic. The reason behind the inception of this organization is simply because the peace and stability of this country got threatened.
I know when we say Gambia for 5 years and peace building, this might ring a bell in the mindsets of many people. This organization is registered apolitical. We are not supporting any political party or any political agenda. We are here to support our country as a nation called the Gambia, our country's peace that we are known for, and to defend the constitutional dictates that bind us as a nation.
The only mean or the only plan which happened to also the dictatorship in this country was an agreement. And this agreement has to be respected by we the Gambians if we are not biased. Because without this agreement, I don't think there will be a coalition 2016.
2016 that the coalition agree on 3 years' time. They were sleeping then, my colleagues. Just the question that was asked about our preparation towards the purported protests that we intended to do. We are really gearing up our preparations, but all in accordance with peace and in respect of the rule of law. Because no single citizen in this country is above the law.
I wonder where in Gambia and why don't we have people to take initiatives to bring people together to dialogue, to talk about issues. Because we all know that at the end of the day, let's take it from Africa to Europe, to Asia, to the Arab world. Every conflict that you know about ends up in the conference rooms or in meeting rooms where people dialogue.
Houses. We give them our words, we give them our power, and they are sitting on it. So this is something very much more sensitive than what it is. According to what we understand from her, I was thinking when I come here, all the security sectors representatives will be here, State House representatives, all the other places, they will be here. Those are the ones, as one of the spectators have said, without Mr. Barrow or his representatives here, there couldn't be any solution to this, because this is a general something. It's just as I can't decide what people will do on the street, but I cannot decide over what people will have to do. Also, I cannot decide what we will to make people go to bed today peacefully if Mr. President and his group are sitting down, security is sitting down, every other people. So we will not be able to, unfortunately, sign without going with the paper and discuss it with our people.
I cannot talk for them. I cannot speak for them. But I've been following letters. I've sent letters since September. Now, what we can do, when you go to other countries, these things happen. You don't see the heads of state. I come from the United States of America. We have bigger organizations than this, and Donald Trump or Obama didn't come. But it's what was done and said and signed in that place that went to them that they accepted and put it into the bill. And that is how it works. We cannot all the time expect our leaders to come. We have to give respect to that as well.
We decided to start with the grassroots level. We wrote to every political party. And we brought them together. They were coming to our headquarters in Westfield, where we were all gathering and discussing how we will have one voice and have one candidate against the incumbent because of the electoral laws governing the electoral system in this country. It does not favor us to have 2 candidates or 3 candidates against the incumbent.
If you were the president of the Gambia today, regardless of your faults, we have to respect you. You have a business, you have a staff, they respect you regardless of your faults, because you have to pay their salaries at the end of the month. And they have to respect you, if not they get fired. The same protocol goes for on top. Now, what we can do as individuals and as citizens and as people of this country or diasporans that came back living here is to sit together, do exactly what we are doing and put it on paper and then push that paper to go where it's supposed to go and be recognized, and then bring it back to you and say, here, you've got what you want. That is what I believe in. Thank you.
Don't underrate this board that I'm holding. This single board can travel to the office of the president. It can travel to the office of the IG, defense. And all these people will respond and say, the fact that you all signed this, we will now call a national dialogue. And I think that's what we are yearning for.
If the peace, the advancement that we advance here, the peace negotiation does not continue, Gambia for 5 years and peace building shall organize solidarity marches. And that should not mean that we are going to renege on any peace deal.
We are at the conclusion of this program, and we have decided to maintain peace no matter what happened in 2019 December. Please sit down and let us finish this. Please, I beg you all.
Assalamu alaikum. Okay, my greeting for everybody. Gambia for 5 years and peace building. We are ready to sign any agreement of peace. We are ready to sign it. We are peaceful people. Thank you very much.
And for the extension of these signatures, this is what we want to use to provide Taslima, our program guide paper that we will submit to the National Assembly. But we cannot do it alone. We need the people, which are Gambians, to come together to endorse this. Then we can be able to be pushed by your endorsement. Please don't misunderstand this signature. It does not stop you from your citizens' rights. Please. Thank you.